What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys and you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope you guys are having a great Taco Tuesday, and I hope all your taco dreams come true. Um, what's funny is there's never enough time to do everything that you want to do. But I'm learning that there's ways to maximize your time. For example, it takes about an hour for a coat of the paint to dry. And I put on about 4 coats of paint of each color. So like when I do something like this, you're talking about 8 coats of paint to get all of it together. And then sometimes you get in a hurry and see like I got a little bit of green paint over here on this, so I got to turn around and touch it up. So it's a multi-step process, but I've learned a few tricks to maximize the time that I have. For example, when I first get up in the morning and I make my pot of coffee before I do my morning video, I will come out here and I'll put a coat of paint on the stuff while the coffee's brewing. So that way I'm maximizing the time instead of just sitting around waiting for the coffee. I've actually accomplished a little bit more work because then I can go do my morning video, upload it, drink my coffee, and by the time I get finished with all that, I've got a coat of paint on here that's out of the way. I can go through and put another coat on. Another thing, it's real quick to go ahead and put paint on one of these. It's even quicker to go ahead and paint multiple of them. So it behooves me that if I've got to touch up the white paint on that and I've got the paintbrush already wet, go ahead and paint some other ones and get them pre-done to maximize my time. Now I've got to go down to my cousin's house. I tried to go down there yesterday and the traffic was just so bad from Christmas. I said I turned around and came back. So I'm going to put this coat of paint on before I get ready to leave here in a few minutes. That way it can be drying while I'm gone. And you'll find out that if you do that kind of thing, you can get yourself ahead. You're maximizing what you can accomplish with your time because there's never enough time to do everything. So you want to do as much as you can when you can. So to keep up with that, of course, I've got the television on listening to Colin Cowherd. You can see the crawler of what's happening as far as the NFL and things. And I've got great people like Gina C. and Miss Jackie and Dave and things that are always sending me any breaking news. So I'm maximizing the amount of stuff that I can do. Well, of course, this morning, Jerry Jones, it's not only Taco Tuesday, it's Jerry Jones on the Fan Tuesday because that's what he does. He likes to go on the fan on the Tuesday and give us his perspective of everything that's going on. The NFL blogosphere went crazy because, of course, it's the Dallas Cowboys. Last week when he said that, Dak Prescott's in a slump. And so, of course, people ran with that. Dak Prescott's in a slump. Dak Prescott, 3 touchdowns in 3 games. Dak Prescott, is the ankle bad? Dak Prescott, is he overpaid? $70 million for Dak Prescott, and he's in a slump. The Dallas Cowboys will only go as far as Dak Prescott goes because that ends up getting the clicks. So this morning, Jerry Jones, of course, doing that 180, switching gears with what he was saying. Did I get paid on me? Oh, no, it's just us. Switching gears, said, what slump? What? Hang on, let me change the paintbrushes. Jerry Jones said, "What slump? Dak Prescott slump? Are you crazy?" He was like, the play on the field speaks for itself. And here's an interesting take. I'm going to give you a little different take because, I'm covered with Dusty. I'm working. I'm a dusty old ass, so forgive me. Here's my take here on here. Jerry Jones is, a multi-billionaire. Before he got into football, he took a lot of chances and things, and being a businessman, and was very successful as a businessman, right? He took a lot of risk. In fact, he took a hell of a risk at buying the Dallas Cowboys, because at the time, the Cowboys were losing $2 million a month. I'm saying that, let me say it again, losing $2 million a month. That doesn't sound like much in today's dollars, but at that time, that was a hell of a lot of money. That was almost like today's $1 billion when you start talking about it back when Jerry Jones bought it. He risked everything to do that. And apparently, he was right about the risk that he took. But the thing about being a business owner or being a person in charge, something that you have to do is you have to be able to motivate the people that are underneath you. See, here's the thing. Not every business owner understands every aspect of the business. The good ones do. But generally speaking, the CEO doesn't know how to make the sausage. He never sees that. But his job is to get the people who know how to make the sausage to make the sausage, and to motivate them to be more productive, right? Because if you don't have people that are motivated for your business, which is making money for you, then chances are you're probably not going to be so successful. The companies that you see that are very successful, usually you see the employees are ride or die for that franchise or that business. And they're motivated by whatever to get more productive. So when Jerry Jones last week said, Dak Prescott, he's in a slump. Did he do that to help motivate Dak Prescott? Because, when you hear somebody say, you can't, that's something that motivates me. Nothing motivates me more than when somebody challenges me and says, you can't do something. When people said to me, there's no place here for you on YouTube. You're too old. You're technology challenged. You're ugly. You don't know how to run a computer. You can't pronounce names. You certainly can't read very good. There's no place here on YouTube for you. Just give it up. That motivated me to be the best that I can be and never give up, to prove those people wrong. So did Jerry Jones basically say Dak Prescott's in a slump to help motivate Dak Prescott to go off? It's one of the things that a great business person understands, how to motivate people. Because see, Dak Prescott, everybody's always doubted Dak Prescott. Everybody always thought, yeah, he's okay, but he's not the one. It was like that in high school. He didn't get a chance to start until somebody else got hurt. Same way in college. The big schools didn't want him. He went to Mississippi State, and even at Mississippi State, he wasn't the guy until they had no other choice. And in the NFL, 4th round draft pick. Guys like Paxton Lynch and Jared Goff and Carson Wentz were thought to be the Cadillacs. He was a Pinto. And that kind of thing, that doubt, that disbelief, that shade being thrown on you, sometimes can be a motivating factor. And maybe for Dak, that was one of the motivating factors for him to really say, you know what, screw this. I'm sick of hearing all these people saying that I'm in a slump, all these people that say that I can't get it done. Let me go out here and show these mother humpers what to do. And FYI, Aisha Robinson, that's you. That's you. We're going to get that sucker done. This is a mug rack that's got to be put together. I can't remember who. Somebody ordered a Cowboys and Eagles one. That's your order right there. And then I've got another one for a Cowboys one. And I have some other ones over here. Now, let me say this. These aren't spoken for. The small ones are actually tailgate members. Those are going to be going out. We're getting caught up because now we finally have the shot glasses. We're still running a sale on our Joe Bardis and on our racks and stuff for the holidays and things. I'm trying to move as much as I can because what I want to do, I've had a lot of you guys that have come through and say, hey, can you do signs? Can you do letterings? Can you customize it? And I want to do that. There's a machine called Inventables X-Carver. And what that is it's a router on steroids. It's computer design. So I can take, like, this is my label here. See that? That's Joe Boo. I can have this etched on something. Or if you have your initials that you want, or your profile that you want, I can load that in the computer and I can have that done. So we'll be able to do some really cool things. Because one of the things I want to do is actually Joseph Heatherly, one of you great fans out there. He wants a cutting board that has a star etched into it. And so what I figure I can do, I can take the router, the CNC machine. I can have it cut out whatever shape I want to. Relief it, say about half an inch. You can get food grade epoxy and you get colorants for it. So like, let's say hypothetically, I want to do a blue star on a maple butcher block. Have the machine cut it out, pour the epoxy into it, sand it all smooth, and now you've got a cutting board that's personalized. And that's one of those things that I'm looking at and saying, oh, that just would take this to a whole nother level. And see, in life, like I say, there's never enough time to do all the things that you want to do, but you have to figure out ways to maximize the time and the effort. So if I were to just build one of these Joe Bardis, it takes a lot of time to build one. But see, if I go through and I cut out 20 footballs at the same time, doing all the same motion, it maximizes what you do. And if you want something in life, you can't sit there and say, oh, I wish I had. If you want to have something, then you have to bust your ass to get to it. And that's what I'm trying to do is I see where I can do more things and be better at what I do. But the only way to get there is by working hard. And I think that our Dallas Cowboys right now are realizing that you can't sit there and say the defense is too hard. You have to put in the work to understand what they're trying to do to be better. All right, y'all. That's all I got to say about that. I got to touch up some gray over here, and then I'm going to hit the road and see my cousin. Peace.